Have you ever felt that creeping unease, that tiny voice in the back of your head telling you something is wrong, even when everything on the surface looks perfect? That was my life a few months ago. My wife Sarah and I had been married for 12 years. We had 2 beautiful kids, a home we'd built together, and what I thought was a happy, stable life. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our shared history. I believed we were still that couple who could finish each other's sentences. I was wrong. The changes were so small at first, almost unnoticeable. She started working late more often. Big project at the office, she'd say with a tired smile. I'd have dinner waiting, and we'd talk about the kids' day before she'd retreat to the shower, phone in hand. The phone was a new thing. It was suddenly glued to her, always face down on the counter, always on silent. When I'd ask who she was texting so much, she'd just wave it off. Just work stuff, honey. Know how it is. I did know how it was, or I thought I did. I trusted her. Why wouldn't I? Then came the new hobbies. She suddenly joined a gym on the other side of town, claiming it had better classes. She started going out for girls' nights with colleagues I'd never heard of. I tried to be supportive. It's great you're taking time for yourself, I'd tell her, genuinely meaning it. I was happy she was happy, but a part of me felt a growing distance between us. Our late-night talks became shorter. Our weekends together felt more like we were roommates than husband and wife. The physical intimacy we once shared had dwindled to almost nothing. When I tried to bring it up, she'd say she was just tired, stressed from work. I accepted it. I made excuses for her, for us. The truth came crashing down on a Tuesday. It was our daughter's birthday, and Sarah had promised she'd be home early from a work dinner to celebrate. By 9 p.m., she still wasn't home. Her phone went straight to voicemail. I was worried, picturing the worst. I called her best friend Amy, who I thought she was with. Amy sounded confused. A work dinner?
Mark.
I haven't seen her all week. Is everything okay? My heart sank. That was the moment the fog of denial began to lift. Everything was not okay. I did something I never thought I would. I checked our shared tablet, which was linked to her phone's messages, and there it was. Months of conversations with a man named Alex. They weren't just work stuff. They were filled with "I miss yous," secret meeting spots, and memories of weekends they'd spent together while I thought she was at a work conference. They had a whole other life, one that was growing and thriving while ours was quietly falling apart. The photos they'd exchanged felt like a physical blow. There she was, smiling, happier than I'd seen her in years with him. Reading those messages was like watching a movie of the past 6 months of my life. But this time, with the director's commentary explaining what was really happening. Every late night, every girls' night, every business trip, it was all a lie. I was living in a bubble of blissful ignorance while she was building a new reality with someone else. I felt foolish, naive, and utterly heartbroken. The foundation of my world had crumbled, and I was left standing in the rubble wondering how I could have been so blind. Confronting her was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. The look on her face when I showed her the messages wasn't guilt. Not at first. It was shock, as if she'd been caught. The excuses came, then the tears, but the trust was already gone, shattered into a million pieces. The saddest part is that I still don't understand why. She said she felt neglected, that we'd grown apart, but she never gave me a chance to fix it. She chose to find happiness elsewhere instead of trying to rebuild it with me. Now, we're navigating the painful process of separation, trying to figure out how to be parents when we can no longer be partners. My home, the place I thought was my sanctuary, was the stage for a secret that ultimately ended our marriage. It's a painful reminder that sometimes the biggest betrayals happen right under your nose, while you're still believing in forever.